Before the video starts, make sure you have Boris FX Sapphire plugins. I'll link the mega folder in the description. Should be right at the top. Thank you and enjoy the video. So you want to make a new project. So usually you would click here, but I already have it here. So I'm just gonna click tutorial. Save. All right. So you find the part where the character takes out their knife, right about here, right? So you do Control Shift D on your keyboard to cut it. I've already cut it here. Alright, so then I want to end the effect right about here, so that I cut this part too. So now it looks like this. Now for the masking. So for the masking, you want to double click on the part where the knife comes out. So double click. Now you're in the actual layer itself. So then you want to go here, click this icon with human, and then so if this brush is too big, control left click and drag your mouse down. So then now you should have something like this. So now you want to get your green rotobrush and just mask the gun right here. So then now you go frame by frame, so you click page down, and then you just keep repeating this until done. Alright, so here's an example of where you want to use your Alt key. So press Alt and you'll see this red negative sign. So you don't want this blank space here to be masked, so you just drag that and hold your Alt key. And you just keep repeating this part. So from now on, I'll have timestamps, so you won't have to actually watch me do the frame by frame. So skip ahead if you're already done with this step. So if you click back to your composition, oops, I don't know what I just did. Yeah, alright. So after you click back into your composition, like right here, you just see like a black screen with your masked out gun. So if to get the background back, you want to duplicate this layer by doing Control D. Yep, I think you could do it somewhere here. No. Alright, so Control D to duplicate it, and then click on the bottom one, and then delete it. So now you have a background along with your knife. So let's play this back. It's rendering right now, so. Alright, so now that you have this, you want to duplicate the top layer, Control D, go to your middle layer, and then add S underscore edge colorize. Alright, there. Alright, you don't see anything because I haven't changed the position, but let's just change it right now so you can see. Alright, right now it looks pretty weird. I'm also gonna change the size, something like this. Alright, so the color that you want it to be, you just keep the background, but then make the color the same. So I'm just gonna do light blue for everything. Mask use is oh, oops, my bad. Alright, so now that you have this, you wanna go here, blending mode, and then linear dodge. So now you have something like this. So yep, now you have something like this. Looks pretty good right now, but if you wanna go a little extra, you can so use this copy your effect here, copy, you can paste it, and then you just paste it onto your background, Control V, but except yeah, invert it, and then add something called Gaussian blur. So I have BCC, or let's just use regular Gaussian blur. So then and then you change the blurriness. Something like this. So it blurs out everything except this. Let me just render it. So I want to slow all this down by around, so you go, right click here, time stretch, how about 150? So now you don't want any audio because then it's gonna sound really bad. So I'm just gonna click this arrow down here. Audio levels like -40 around that. You shouldn't be able to hear anything. So then it looks like this. It's rendering right now as well. So yep, that actually looks pretty good. Now you have that. Your effect is basically done. So now that you've applied your effect, oh, let me just close that. So you wanna click B for where you want it to start. So I want it to start like somewhere here, and click the N key on your keyboard, right there. So now this is like your entire composition. So then you wanna drag all these to highlight all these. I just like to pre-compose everything so I could keep it neat. So I'll just call this Gex Effect. Right. Alright. So and then Control K. So right when you're about to render it, I like to go to 60 frames per second, just cause it looks nice. So composition, and then add to media encoder queue. It's loading. Yep. So now you have the Gex effect here. So you don't need two of them. So then, oh, it just came back. Alright, so match source high bitrate should be fine, I think. You can always check by clicking on that. And make sure all these settings are correct, like 60 FPS. Oh, I like to render at maximum depth and use maximum render quality. It's always great. Yeah, that's basically what I always do. So then I click OK. Click this green one. Also, if you have this option available where it says CUDA, always enable it because it lets you render faster. So you click the green, and so it should be done rendering pretty quick because it's a short clip. So now you wait, and then when it's done, you want to click here on this blue thing. That's gonna take you to where the clip is. So I'm just gonna drag it to videos. Oh, it's not working right now. Right. So, but here's the effect. So yep, there's your effect, and thanks for watching my tutorial. See you in the next video.